Today, we are closing the market for military-grade assault weapons in Canada. We are banning 1,500 models and variants of these firearms by way of regulations. These weapons were designed for one purpose and one purpose only: to kill the largest number of people in the shortest amount of time. There is no use and no place for such weapons in Canada.
The federal government admits to not tracking the use of banned guns in Canada. Although the Liberals' latest gun ban, Bill C-21, passed the Senate Thursday night, according to the feds themselves, available crime statistics of the firearms caught up in the ban are non-existent. The gun crime data, or lack thereof, was divulged in Statistics Canada and Public Safety Canada's responses to an order paper question posed by Alberta Conservative MP Ron Leipert. Now, for context, in May 2020, Prime Minister Trudeau announced a ban on 1,500 models of Canadian long guns, which at the time Trudeau dubbed assault style and meant for military purposes.
Effective immediately, it is no longer permitted to buy, sell, transport, import, or use military-grade assault weapons in this country. To protect law-abiding gun owners from criminal liability until they can take steps to comply with this new law, there will be a 2-year amnesty period, and we will legislate fair compensation.
However, included in the ban were the Ruger Mini 14 Ranch Rifle, the AR-15, and a .410 Bird gun. Now, the list of banned guns has since ballooned to closer to 2,000 models, and it's now accompanied by a promised 5-year-long delayed compensation for confiscation program. Now, Leipert's question forced the feds to prove the theory that a sweeping ban of certain models of firearms from their lawful, licensed, and vetted owners would be effective in driving down ballooning crime rates. Leipert asked, with regard to violent crimes and the firearms ban that prohibited certain firearms as of May 1st, 2020, in the last fiscal year, how many violent crimes defined by Statistics Canada as crimes against the person involved the use or threatened use of violence against a person, including homicide, attempted murder, assault, sexual assault, and robbery, involving firearms, were committed with firearms that were included in the 2020 ban? Of those firearms, how many of the guns' origins could be traced via a serial number? How many of guns' origins were traced back to the United States? And how many violent crimes committed with firearms in the last fiscal year were committed by individuals without proper firearms licensing? Public Safety Canada did not track any of the data Leipert asked for. You'd think they would have that on hand since they are spearheading the gun ban. However, Statistics Canada returned information that contradicts the Liberals' claims that a sweeping ban on legal firearms from Canadians would make Canada a safer place. The data returned indicates that stricter border measures would be a better solution to skyrocketing violent crime rates. According to the data returned, in 61% of crimes where a gun was actually recovered, authorities have no clue where the gun even came from. Only 20% of guns recovered in violent crimes are found to be from Canada at all. And in the 56% of homicides where investigators actually bothered to check for licenses, 88% of criminals didn't have the proper firearms license for the guns they used in their crimes. To summarize, the feds don't track the actual use of the guns they want to ban. They can't figure out where the guns are coming from. They don't bother to check for firearms licenses in 44% of murders, and 88% of the rest of criminals don't even bother to have a firearms license at all. The gun ban is working great if disarming the population is the goal. For Rebel News, I'm Sheila Gunn Reid. If you'd like to send a message to Justin Trudeau and his Liberals that grabbing guns from law-abiding Canadians is not going to fix skyrocketing violent crime rates, please go to handsofourguns.ca and sign the petition.